Hello, everybody. Yes, we are back to the voiceovers for a while. I've mentioned this before, but I did pre-record quite a bit, and I didn't realize that my mic wasn't working. This was before I got my new little setup, which has been working out amazing. But for now, we are doing voiceovers. So as you can see, this is Everest's new house that I chose for him. I also went ahead and did some renovations. But this is exciting because it feels like it's truly the start of Generation 2 because now Everest is out living on his own. So we're starting this episode off on Wednesday. Right now it looks like Everest is wanting to invite someone over and increase his guitar skill. So I think that's going to be our plan for today. And hopefully while he's out practicing guitar, he can meet someone new and invite them over, because if he's wanting to get married, I'd prefer for it not to be Ruby Broke because, well, for one, she's married, and two, she's kind of the town hoe. So then, to my complete surprise, when I was trying to find somewhere for Everest to learn his guitar skill, there was Jolene. I was completely shocked. So I had to make Everest head over there super quick. All of our plans kind of went through the window once we saw Jolene was in town. I wish my camera and mic were working because I was so excited about this. Like, I should not have been clapping my hands and smiling as much as I was, but I was so excited. So I sent Everest right over there, and he couldn't even say hi. He just went in and gave her a kiss.
Loaf, nutty nut, wowki, Benzi chibna luble, words up yava.
And then we had to invite Jolene over to Everest's new house, of course. I mean, why not? And I didn't want to force anything when they got to the house. I just kind of let them do their own thing, and hopefully it heads in the right direction. The fact that Jolene came from France to this bum-ass town, Riverview, says a lot. So I don't know. I really feel like this could be something serious. But unfortunately, Jolene had to go home. And I thought it was just going to be at the place she was staying at in Riverview, but no, she was going back home to France. Which sucks, but what do you do? Everest seems to be more infatuated with Ruby Broke, but Jolene is really putting in the work. And Ruby, she's so manipulative. I don't know, I'm not a fan of Ruby. Alright, so I finally added a little bit of male CC into my game, so I gave Everest a little bit of a makeover. Nothing too crazy, but I gave him some longer hair just because I feel like musicians have longer hair. I don't know. Specifically musicians that play the guitar. I don't know. Do you guys get what I'm saying? So then I decided to have Everest focus on increasing his guitar again. I forgot to mention that at the end of the last episode, my game crashed. So I did my best to emulate all the progress that we made. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is I can't remember if his guitar skill was already level 5. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, to be honest. I thought this was so cute when Everest was reminiscing on his picture in France. I don't know. This made me think that maybe Jolene is the one for him, and maybe he's changing his mind about Ruby. Now that it's getting kind of late, I just had Everest make some dinner and then sent him to bed. And yes, I have to remember that he wants to go to Egypt now, not China, because my game didn't save. Last time I tried closing out the game, so he then rolled the want to go to Egypt instead, so I locked that in. Okay, it is the next morning. Last night we got a notification that Betty had her baby named Esmeralda, so Everest is now an uncle. My plan for Everest today, gonna get him up and ready, and then I think I'm gonna send him to a community lot and play for tips this time, because then he can earn some money while practicing his guitar. So that is what he's gonna do. Okay, so Everest has his first little audience member now, but he's not giving us any money. He's just dancing, which is kind of weird, but you know, do your thing. At least he's not booing Everest, you know, like there's always a positive. And he did increase his guitar skill, and he wants to learn a new composition, so I locked that in. I think it's so cool how you have to learn new songs. I don't know, I like that. Now that Everest has increased his guitar skill, he can now serenade Sims, so that is cute. Everest earned 49 simoleons total from playing for tips, and we didn't play for tips that long, so I'm proud of him. Yes, ma'am, I do. I think that sounds like a romantic type of song, so I bought that one. They learn songs pretty quick in The Sims, so I just had him do that right away. And now he wants to play guitar at a party, so we're gonna have to throw a party later. I don't know, that's fun. I have no idea what Stiles is wearing here, but I'm gonna fix it. He was wearing his athletic outfit, so that's why it looked weird, and that's what he's wearing right now. So I just gave him a new like hairstyle and stuff, and then changed his everyday outfit. That's usually what I do for Sims that aren't in the household. Otherwise, I could spend forever doing makeovers and waste too much time. Okay, so then it was time for Everest to head into work for the day. He got an opportunity to submit an application at the city hall, and it seemed easy enough, so I approved that. And as you can see in his career performance bar, he is so close to getting a promotion, but that did not happen tonight. After work, I sent him right to the city hall to submit this application. I'm surprised it wasn't too late to submit this application, but I just had him do it right away before I forgot about it. And when he got home, his motives were all pretty good, so I just sent him to bed for the night. Okay, and it is now the next morning. I'm thinking before he has work today, we can try have him become friends with Nadine, and I believe that's his boss. Maybe we can invite Nadine out and get breakfast or something. And then interestingly enough, we got a story progression pop-up saying that Stiles has been fording rivers and climbing mountains to be with his love, Nova. So they're not dating, but they are starting to talk again romantically. So that was super interesting to read. I kind of feel bad because Stiles could have been the one that got away, but I didn't really give them the chance to get serious because I thought he was too old for her. But I think it would have been fine. But also, Nova didn't really want to specifically marry him either, so I don't know. It's not all my fault. Okay, then I guess I realized that they were actually dating, so that is cute. I love that. I just hope it'll last, but you know, it doesn't really matter. All the kids are grown up now. So I think they had a pretty good breakfast meetup or date, I don't know what you want to call it. But then Ruby showed up, so I'll have to see what happens there. And Nadine actually asked Everest to become friends, so I said yes to that. But of course, she started flirting with Everest right after, which was super awkward, and you will see why very soon. Yeah, her husband was on the same launch the entire time. I had no idea, so I was pretty shocked. Her husband couldn't have been that mad though, because then he started flirting with her right after. But then she was like creeped out and grossed out by it. So I'm assuming they're probably not on the best of terms, but their relationship seems pretty confusing. And then while Ruby was inside eating, she must have saw Everest and Nadine flirting too, because then she became upset with Everest. So then I was like, you know what? I don't like Ruby. I don't. And now she doesn't like Everest because she saw him flirting with another girl when Ruby is married. So, like, why should she even care? So then I was like, you know what? We're just gonna ask her to be friends. We're done with her. I'm over it. She wasn't happy with that, but I think she'll move on pretty quickly. And then I unintentionally caught Nadine's husband flirting with another girl. So yeah, their relationship is super sketchy. Okay, so then Everest had to go to work, and next time I talk to you guys, hopefully he's getting a promotion. Which should come to no surprise, he did get a promotion, and he's wanting to join the rock branch of the music career, so I locked that in. And then, of course, when he got home, just had him eat something and head to bed. It's kind of a grind lately with the career stuff. Okay, it is the next morning. I wanted to have him sleep in a little bit, but I wanted to see who was calling, and unfortunately, it was just Ruby. So I said, no thank you. We're done. It's not mean, it's just Everest is setting boundaries. That is a healthy thing to do. So Everest went back to bed a little bit for the morning and ate some breakfast. And since Everest is wanting to join the rock branch of the music career, that's kind of hinting at me to work on his skills again for his career. So I'm going to send him out once again to work on his guitar skill, but tomorrow he's going to have the day off so we can plan on throwing a party. Everest had quite a bit of lifetime happiness points? So I gave him about 5 different ones to spend his points on. I can't remember what they are, but I tried to keep them aligned with the type of sim that he is. And then I was thinking maybe we could invite Jolene over to Riverview again, because she kind of left abruptly. And I'd also think it'd be nice to have her at the party that he throws tomorrow. So I think if we invite her now, she will show up tomorrow morning. Yes, she will be here tomorrow at 9 a.m. Okay, so Everest spent most of the day practicing his guitar until he eventually had to go to work. Unfortunately, I was super sad to see that Everest and Nova had already broken up. So I don't know, maybe I was thinking right by not having them get married, because it didn't seem to work out. And by the end of the shift, he's already reached about halfway on his career performance bar. So that's nice to see. But we really just need to get Everest back home and in bed, because we're gonna have a special visitor tomorrow. While Everest was sleeping, we got the pop-up that Everest and Betty inherited some items from Stiles. I I had a feeling he was getting up there in age. I was hoping we'd get some simoleons from him, but I think we just got these 3 little objects that are in his inventory. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But maybe we get some of the money after he dies? I don't know. We'll have to see. Okay, it is the next morning. Everest had a bad night of sleep, but Jolene is going to be here soon to fix that. I tried searching up how long visitors stay. I couldn't really find anything specifically telling me how long they stay for, and it sounded like they don't spend multiple days in a row. So maybe we can ask her to spend the night, and hopefully she stays. In perfect timing, when Everest got done serving up breakfast, Jolene is walking to the front door. And now that Jolene is in the homeworld, I had Everest plan this party so we can put her on the guest list. And for most of the morning, they just spent time together chatting. And we got a pop-up. It says, "Ooh, check you out. This could be fun. Let's go for it." I always get nervous what these pop-ups are going to do, but I selected the positive response. But when I selected the positive response, it cued them to go woohoo. And then right after that, poor Stiles, he died. R.I.P. I was hoping to see him at the party. I'm a little sad about that, but we got 22,000 simoleons from him, so I guess maybe I'm not as sad anymore. That sounds horrible. Betty also got 22,000 from Stiles' inheritance as well. So with some of that money, I spent it on some more objects and decor for Everest's home. I also gave him a pickup because he needs a vehicle. And then the party was getting started. Sierra and Nova were the first to show up. And Everest is whipping up some autumn salad. Slay. I was excited that Nova and Sierra could visit. This is their first time seeing Everest's new house. Now we have Betty walking in the door and another girl that I didn't invite. I think her name is Laurel, and she is wearing a basic ass outfit with like stripper heels. I am only going to change that if they become friends. Otherwise, I just leave them as is. Because I could spend so long giving every single person makeovers. I just can't do it. After Everest was done making mac and cheese, I thought I was having him make salad, but whatever. After he was done with that, I had him play his guitar quick because I never know when parties are going to end in The Sims 3. There's like no warning to it at all. That's one thing I miss about The Sims 2. Everest was kind of spoiling his guests. Like, they get dinner and a show. I don't know, he's a very good host. I was almost gonna say, where's Stiles? But, yeah, he's in heaven now. Usually I just ignore the party crashers because they serve me no purpose, but Everest is still kind of looking. He doesn't have a girlfriend yet, so I had him talk to her a little bit. And sweet little Sierra, you can see her in the background attacking Jolene. So that's a great first impression.
Suva, Kushi, Kushi.
At this point, I'm not even surprised with Sierra. That is just who she is as a sim. I think that's all Sierra really wanted to do, because after that she left, but I'm sure the rest of the guests will follow. I wanted to find out what Everest thinks of Laurel. I mean, I know what I think of that outfit, but Everest rates her a 9 out of 10. And they became friends already, so I did go ahead and give her a makeover. And I forgot to ask Jolene if she wanted to spend the night, but she ended up just going right to Everest's bed to sleep for the night, so I'm glad it worked out that way. So I had Everest follow, and I will see you guys in the morning. Okay, it is the next morning. They're just having some breakfast together. I don't know if she's going to leave today, but I'm assuming that she probably will. And most of the morning was spent doing romantic interactions. I don't even have to cue the interactions, they just do that themselves. We got another pop-up from Jolene. It says, yeah, why not? I'm in, let's do it. So I had him select the positive interaction, of course. Then here's another moment of surprise. I wish my mic and camera were working, but I guess it cued them to try for baby. So my first immediate thought was like, what? Like shock. But then I was thinking about it. I'm like, how is this gonna work if she lives in a different world? Because the wants or wishes system in The Sims 3 isn't as cohesive as The Sims 2, I have to take in context clues. Like, Everest, he wants to get married. Jolene, she's already came here once by herself without us prompting her to. And now they've both autonomously tried for a baby together. So I think we have to ask her to move in. And at least go steady. I mean, I don't think they're ready for marriage yet, but I think dating and moving in together would be the next step. But in all seriousness, I just don't want anything to get messed up if she is pregnant and she ends up moving back to her home world. I don't think that system is really fleshed out. I don't know. I guess I've never tried it, but I don't want to risk anything. I have to say that I was not expecting that this episode would be heading in this direction, but I am not upset with it. Okay, and Jolene has now moved in with 20,000 simoleons. So we have quite a bit saved up in our household funds. So now that she moved in, we will ask Jolene if she wants to go steady. But we kind of have to hurry it up because Everest does have work today. Okay, Everest now has his first ever official girlfriend. So I am happy for him. I thought it was sweet. The first want that Jolene rolled was to visit France. I'm sure she's gonna be a little bit homesick for a while. Jolene's lifetime wish is to be a bottomless nectar seller. She has a fairly high nectar making skill already. I think it's a level 8. And she rolled the want to join the culinary career, with her lifetime wish being having something to do with nectar making, I thought that the culinary career seemed fitting. So I sent her right to the computer to apply for the culinary career, so she's all set up there. And now that Jolene is fully moved in and part of the family, I was able to give her a makeover. So all of her outfits have been edited. And after that, I sent her to the bookstore to get out on the town a little bit. She's wanting to learn a recipe, so that's why I sent her there. And she's already a level 5 cooking skill too, so I am having her learn how to make cheesesteak. I love learning recipes in The Sims. I don't know, it's just so cute. I love new recipes. They're just fun. And we haven't looked at her traits yet. She's a great kisser, hot-headed, natural cook, light sleeper, and a lucky sim. Here's a little clip of Rhoda just staring down Jolene. She's very welcoming. Okay, and after she learned that, I figured we might as well go get the ingredients for it too, so we headed over to the grocery store. And then when she was done with that, I just sent her right home because she's getting pretty tired, so she's gonna go to sleep now. And while Everest was at work, he finally got the pop-up to choose a career branch. So what will it be, Rockstar or Symphony? Electric rock it will be. He must have got a promotion then since we got that pop-up. So he's a level 6 lyricist now. Alrighty, so with Jolene moving in and Everest now getting his most recent promotion, I think this is a good place to end. In the next episode, we are traveling to Egypt. I am for real this time. And I will see you guys in the next episode. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!